for minutes and 20 seconds. That's all the time it takes for one of Iran's newest hypersonic missiles to travel from a launch site near Tehran to a target deep inside Israel. Not 10 minutes, not 15, just 4 minutes and 20 seconds from launch to impact. Detection, tracking, and destruction all happen in a time window so short that it challenges the very systems designed to protect against missile attacks. Here's the troubling part. Israel's civilian missile alert system normally needs about 6 minutes to complete its full warning cycle. First, sensors detect the launch. Then computers calculate the missile's path, determine where it might strike, send alerts to mobile networks, activate sirens, and give civilians time to reach shelters. That entire process takes roughly 6 minutes. But if a missile arrives in just 4 minutes and 20 seconds, it means the impact could happen nearly 2 minutes before the warning system finishes alerting people. Iran refers to this new weapon as the Fattah-2, a hypersonic glide vehicle designed to travel at extremely high speeds while maneuvering during its final approach. Reports claim speeds close to Mach 15, around 15 times the speed of sound. At that velocity, a missile could cover enormous distances in only a few minutes. For radar operators, tracking something moving that fast while it changes direction becomes extremely difficult. Traditional missile defense systems are built around a simple concept. Radar detects a missile and predicts where it will be in the near future. An interceptor is launched toward that predicted point, meeting the incoming missile midair and destroying it before it reaches its target. This works reasonably well when the attacking missile follows a predictable ballistic path. But hypersonic glide vehicles behave differently. After their rocket booster launches them high into the atmosphere, they separate and begin gliding toward their target while making continuous small adjustments to their flight path. These adjustments might be only a few degrees at a time, but even tiny changes matter when the object is traveling at extreme speeds. Each maneuver means the missile is no longer exactly where defense systems predicted it would be, making interception far more complicated. Israel operates several layers of missile defense. Systems designed for long-range ballistic threats intercept targets high above the atmosphere, while others handle medium-range missiles or short-range rockets. However, a maneuvering hypersonic vehicle traveling at very high speed presents a different type of challenge. The engagement windows become shorter, and the intercept calculations become far more complex. Civil defense systems also depend heavily on warning time. In past scenarios, rockets from nearby regions might provide anywhere from a few seconds to a minute of warning. Missiles launched from farther away historically gave much longer warning periods, sometimes 10 minutes or more. Sirens, shelters, and emergency protocols were all designed around those expected timelines. If a weapon can reach its target in just a few minutes, those assumptions begin to break down. Even if detection happens quickly, there is still a delay while alerts are transmitted, sirens activate, and civilians process the warning and move toward shelter. Human reaction time becomes a critical factor. Imagine the sequence. A missile launches. Satellites detect the heat signature within seconds. Radar begins tracking it almost immediately. Defense computers analyze its trajectory and determine the potential impact area. Interceptors may be prepared or even launched. At the same time, warning systems begin pushing alerts to the population. Yet with only a few minutes available, every step is compressed. By the time sirens sound, people might only have seconds to react. In many cities, reaching a protected shelter can take over a minute. That difference between warning time and travel time becomes the key challenge in a hypersonic threat scenario. Beyond the technical challenges, such developments also have a psychological impact. For years, missile defense systems have provided a sense of protection. Even though no system is perfect, the combination of interception technology and early warnings has allowed civilian populations to take cover and reduce casualties. But when weapons move faster than the warning process itself, public confidence in those systems can weaken. If people believe that an attack could arrive before the warning is completed, it changes how societies think about security and preparedness. There are also strategic implications. Military decision-making often relies on early warning systems that provide time to analyze threats and plan responses. When that timeline shrinks to just a few minutes, commanders must make rapid decisions under intense pressure, increasing the risk of mistakes or misinterpretation. Hypersonic technology is not limited to one country. Several major powers are researching or deploying similar systems, and the race to develop faster and more maneuverable weapons is ongoing. As these technologies spread, defense systems around the world may need to adapt to new realities where speed and maneuverability challenge traditional interception methods. The key issue isn't just the missile itself, it's the time factor. When a weapon can cross vast distances in only a few minutes, it compresses every part of the defensive process: detection, interception, civilian alerts, and strategic response. For minutes and 20 seconds may not sound like much, but in modern warfare, that tiny window can determine whether warning systems work, whether defenses succeed, and whether people have time to reach safety before the impact occurs.